Hello class 7, welcome to our e-learning class. Take out your social and political life 2, page number 25. Today we will start from this private health facilities. Because in our previous class we have already completed public health services. There is a wide range of private health facilities that exist in our country. A large number of doctors run their own private clinics. In the rural areas, one finds registered medical practitioners, RMPs. Urban areas have large number of doctors, many of them providing specialized services. The example you can get if you come to Khosh Bagan of Bardhaman. There you will get everything. There are hospitals and nursing homes that are privately owned. There are many laboratories that do tests and offer special facilities such as X-ray, ultrasound, etc. There are also shops from where we buy medicines. Everything you will get in Khosh Bagan if you enter. As the name suggests, private health facilities are not owned or controlled by the government. The government does not have any role to play over here. Unlike the public health services, in private facilities, patients have to pay a lot of money for every service they use. In public health services, we have seen either it is done without cost or at low cost, but in private facilities, patients have to pay huge sum of money. Today, the presence of private facilities can be seen all around. In fact, now there are large companies that run hospitals and some are engaged in manufacturing and selling medicines. Medical shops are found in every corner of the country. Healthcare and equality. Is adequate healthcare available to all? Do we get whatever we require? In India, we face a situation where private services are increasing but public services are not. What is then available to people are mainly private services where you have to go and you have to pay a lot or you have to pay huge amount of money to get the health care services. They are concentrated in urban areas and moreover it is not available in rural areas. You have to come to urban areas. As these services are run for profit, the cost of these services is rather high. Medicines are expensive. Many people cannot afford them or have to borrow money when there is an illness in the family. It happens. No. If there is not enough money at that time, people for the treatment, for the life or for saving their near and dear one's life, they have to just borrow the money and they have to undergo the treatment. In order to earn more money, these private services encourage practices that are incorrect. At times, cheaper methods, though available, are not used. For example, it is common to find doctors prescribing unnecessary medicines, injections or saline bottles when tablets or simple medicines can suffice. This one we have read in the story. No, the story of this Ranjan and there's another boy, the name I have forgotten. Yes, Aman and Ranjan, where we have seen this type of thing that the person, the boy who has gone to that Ranjan, when he has gone to the private hospital, he received a very good treatment over there and welcome. That means he was also welcomed properly, and while the test was done at that time, jokes were narrated, and the doctor had prescribed so many medicines, whereas Aman, he didn't receive that type of treatment, and very few medicines were given to him. So in fact, barely 20% of the population can afford all the medicines that they require during an illness. Hence, even of those whom one might not think as being poor, medical expenses can cause hardship. Yes, if you find a person who is well enough, that means his economical background is quite good. But due to illness, he has become poor today because he has to spend such amount of money to recover his health or might be any of the family members' health. So it was reported in a study that 40% of people who are admitted to a hospital for some illness or injury have to borrow money or sell some of their possessions to pay for the expenses. This also happens that people, they have to just sell their ornaments or they have to sell their lands for the treatment. For those who are poor, every illness in the family is a cause of great anxiety and distress. What is worse is that the situation tends to happen again and again. Those who are poor are in the first place undernourished. That means they are not getting enough, that means not enough actually, better to say the correct balanced diet. That means the balanced diet they are not getting. That's why they are remaining undernourished. These families are not eating as much as they should. They are not provided basic necessities like drinking water, adequate housing, clean surrounding, etc. And therefore are more likely to fall ill. Definitely, if you are living in some unhygienic place, if you are not getting the balanced diet, that means the correct amount of vitamins, minerals, carbohydrates, it is not there in your food, you will obviously fall ill. And if the drinking water, it's very important, the drinking water, if it is not clean one, then you will suffer from so many illness because so many germs are there, water carried. So where we go? The expenses on illness make the situation even worse. Sometimes it is not only the lack of money that prevents people from getting proper medical treatment. Women, for example, are not taken to a doctor in a prompt manner. In most of the families, not most, in some of the families, there we have seen or we have come to know that the women, if they are falling sick, they are not immediately taken to the doctor. But rather it is seen that let us see it can cure on its own. Then we don't have to spend money for her. For example, women's health concerns are considered to be less important than the health of men in a family. Many tribal areas have few health centers and do not run properly. Even private health services are not available. So children, we have completed up to this portion today. And in our next class, we will proceed with what can be done. That means we have come to know about the problem. Now about the solution we will read. Till then, bye.